Man, all I hear these days is Skyrim this, Skyrim that. Come on, it's 2024. And I think you young guns need a history lesson of what came before Skyrim. In the BS era, not BC, no, BS era, before Skyrim. I'm talking about Oblivion and all of its glory and all of its jank. So in this video, we're going to install Oblivion on an Android device using a Windows emulator. If you follow the steps, it should only take you like 20 or 30 minutes. Your requirements are 1, a powerful Android device. I'd recommend something with like a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip. So I'll be using the Odin 2 Mini for this. It's an amazing handheld that has a controller built into it. It's the whole package. It's the whole kahuna. Review coming soon, by the way. Subscribe if you want to see that. Next, you'll need 12 gigabytes of free space. This makes sure that you have enough room for the download files and then installing them. And number 3, you'll need to own a copy of Oblivion on GOG. Owning Oblivion here lets us play the game without an internet connection. The problem with Steam is that it uses internet connection to check if you're bootlegging games or not. With GOG, every game that you own, you can download and run offline whenever. This means we'll be able to install it on a Windows emulator. Not sponsored by GOG. And finally, you'll need a Nexus Mods account. It's totally free, and we'll use this site to download the 2 mods you'll need to play Oblivion with a controller, or use touchscreen. So we're gonna start our journey on GOG.com, go to your games library, then find the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, click the game, and you should see something that says download offline backup game installers. Go ahead and download those 3 files. Now hop over to nexusmods.com, log into your account or make one if you have to. We're gonna search for Oblivion script extender. Click on this one by OBSE team. Now go to Files tab, hit manually download, click the free download, and once that's downloaded, go back to the search bar and type in Northern UI. If it doesn't show up right away, sort the page by downloads, but you should see it pop up like while you're typing it. Click on the one by David J. Cobb and go to the Files tab. Now, traveler, you've reached a fork in the road. You can either pick Northern UI or Northern UI Away Vanilla Style. Both of these options add controller support, but the first one actually redesigns the UI to look like Skyrim. It's really cool, and it kind of gives the game a little bit of like a fresh coat of paint. Nothing like Sky Oblivion. It's still pretty cool though. But if you want the classic Oblivion look, you can just download the vanilla style. Now, in Windows Explorer, extract those 2 downloads. Now we're gonna plug our device into the computer and enable file transfer. It should pop up in this PC, or you should see it on the sidebar. Now we're gonna navigate to your device's downloads folder. Make a new folder in there and call it Oblivion Install. We're gonna copy those 3 GOG files and paste them in this Oblivion Install folder. Once those are done, go back to your device's downloads folder and make another new folder called Oblivion Mods. We're gonna grab the 2 folders that we downloaded from Nexus Mods, make sure they're unzipped, and we're gonna copy and paste those bad boys into our new Oblivion Mods folder. And that's that, so let's scoot on over to your device. We're gonna install Winlator, a Windows emulator, which is what we're gonna use to play Oblivion. I'm screen recording my Android device right here, just follow these steps. We're gonna go to winlator.org and click download. This is gonna take us to GitHub, and we'll download the latest APK. Go ahead and install that APK and launch the Winlator app. Click the plus button at the top right to make a new container, and rename the container to Oblivion. We're gonna leave everything default except for the advanced tab. In here, change the box 64 preset to performance, and if you're running a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip, disable cores 0, 1, and 2. This gives us a little bit of performance on some games. Tap the check button to finish. Tap the 3 dots on the right side of your Oblivion container and tap run. Oh yeah, you are officially emulating Windows. Pretty pog. Now we're gonna go to our D drive, and the D stands for downloads. Not really, but it should be your downloads folder. So you should be seeing those 2 folders that we made, Oblivion Install and Oblivion Mods. Go into Oblivion Install and double tap the one with the yellow icon, the application. This will launch the Oblivion installer. So the first thing you do when the window comes up is read the EULA. Like we always do, we always read the EULA. Click accept and then install. It should take anywhere between like 5 to 15 minutes to install, maybe a little longer if you have a slower device. Once that's done, don't launch the game. Exit out of the installer, then go back into your D drive. We're gonna go to Oblivion Mods and open the XOBSE folder. We're gonna copy these files. The way to do it is tap with 1 finger and then drag with the other finger. Then do a 2-finger tap to see the drop down, then click copy. Now click on the C drive, then click GOG Games. Go into the Oblivion folder, move your cursor to the open space on the right side a little bit, and do a 2-finger tap and hit paste from the drop down. And click yes to these prompts. Now we're gonna go back into our D drive, go into Oblivion mods, and go into Northern UI folder. Copy all those files, that's holding with one finger and dragging with the other, and then 2-finger tap, select copy from the dropdown, and go back into the C drive, GOG games, Oblivion, and then this time go into the data folder and paste the contents there. 2-finger tap, hit paste. Now, it's time. We're gonna launch Oblivion, but we're gonna launch it with our mod launcher. So go to the Oblivion install folder and scroll down until you see obseloader.exe. Tap on it once to select it, and then 2-finger tap and click create shortcut. This will put one in the desktop folder, not actually on the desktop, it's kind of weird, so we'll just keep it in the desktop folder for now. Go to the desktop folder and open the OBSE loader shortcut by double tapping it. And now, beholdest thyself to the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. It's beautiful, right? It's also so broken. Yeah, this is not a problem. Do not panic. If you make it to the main menu without crashing, you could probably run Oblivion. We just have to change the graphic settings. So in the main menu, go to options and then go to video and make sure that your graphics match your screen resolution. I think that the highest it goes is 720, but either way, I just set it at 720p. Now exit out of the game and relaunch it using that OBSE loader shortcut we made. And we're all done. Oblivion fully playable with a game controller or touchscreen. Technology, it's crazy. It's a modern marvel. Unlike Oblivion, you'd get more emotion from a 2x4 at Home Depot than half of these NPCs. So yeah, anyways, I hope this tutorial was helpful. Drop a like if you liked it, dislike if you didn't, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Later.